This is exactly right.
When a charming neurosurgeon rode into Frontier Town selling a persona of confidence and care, patients trusted him.
He wore cowboy boots in the operating room and became sought after by patients.
He promised to heal them. Instead, he left a trail of broken bodies.
This is a story of greed, betrayal, and a fight for justice.
Listen to Dr. Death, the Cowboy, wherever you get your podcasts, or binge the entire series right now, only with Audible. Goodbye.
Sometimes the hardest part of therapy is just getting started.
For real, which is why having help that's flexible, accessible, and easy to fit into your life matters.
And that's exactly what Talkspace is designed for.
Talkspace therapy and psychiatry is covered by most insurers, and most insured members pay a copay of $0.
Part of the mission of Talkspace is to provide quality care that is accessible and affordable, whether or not you're insured.
Talkspace has really made it just a kind of no-brainer to try therapy. If you're nervous about talking to someone, if you're nervous about the money, if you're nervous about leaving the house, you don't have to deal with any of that. They have covered it. And for me, like, that is best way to get into therapy. Take all the what ifs out.
You know you got to do it.
You know you do.
As a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off of your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/MFM and enter promo code SPACE80.
That's SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/MFM and enter promo code SPACE80. Goodbye.
New beginnings are exciting, especially when they come with 4 wheels.
If you're shopping for your next car, start your search with Cars.com.
Cars.com has the tools and expert advice to help you find exactly what you're looking for.
With more than 2 million new and used vehicles nationwide, it's easy to search, compare, and find the right fit for you.
Cars.com is there when you're dreaming, planning, or ready to embrace the new.
Start your search with Cars.com.
Where to next?
Goodbye. Okay.
Ready?
Ready, go.
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 Welcome to My Favorite Murder.
The mini episode.
We're now calling it the mini episode.
The miniature episode.
We're afraid you won't understand what this is, so we're calling it the miniature episode.
It's not a mini app. We're not fucking millennials.
No, we're not millennials. We have plenty of time to say both words entirely.
Yeah.
It's great, actually. We feel very blessed that we have this amount of time.
We're hashtag blessed that this is a miniature episode.
Fucking emoji hands smashed together in prayer formation.
Yes. Little baby angel.
A tiny baby angel, and then, of course, that crazy clown face.
Yeah. There. Do you know there's a zombie now, too?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I just updated my thing.
The zombie, I like, well, you know, my standard emoji is the Easter Island head smoking a cigarette. That's my favorite one to send people. I think it's very me. I have a big, huge Easter Island head.
Your persona is a smoking Easter Island head.
It's a Kathy Ireland head smoking.
Yes. Okay, go. This is where we read your shit to you.
You love it. We do it. Let's do this.
Let's do our miniature episode.
Okay. The subject line of this first email is how my sister stayed sexy and didn't get murdered by the Hillside Stranglers. Hi, Karen, Georgia, Stephen, and pets. I look forward to each new episode, but the story of the Hillside Stranglers hit especially close to home, literally. In 1977, our family lived 1 block away from the 10th victim, Lauren Wagner, on Lamona Avenue in the San Fernando Valley. Not only was this where she lived, but also where she was abducted a few doors down from her house. As you mentioned, a neighbor witnessed it and sadly did nothing to intervene or alert authorities. Even though I was only a baby at the time, my sister was 16 and went to Monroe High School with Lauren. Both were babes with red hair and lived down the street from one another. A few days prior to Lauren's abduction, my hot 70s sister in her VW Bug was headed to the Stop and Go Mini Mart a few blocks from our house when 2 guys in what tried to pass for an undercover police car with a makeshift siren on the top started tailing her and even watched her in the parking lot as she went inside the store.
Holy shit.
What they didn't see was her boyfriend in the passenger seat reclined and reclined back. And once she pulled out of the lot, the siren went off and they aggressively tried to pull her over. Her boyfriend, Dan, took one look at the car and said, "Do not pull over. Those are fake cops."
Holy shit.
Once they realized a guy was in the car, they took off. And it makes me sick to think what could have happened if he had not been there. Sadly, days later, Lauren was not so lucky after reading that one of them had a redhead fetish. I wonder if they thought they had spotted my sister again, but only this time alone. We will never know. And although Lauren's family understandably moved out of the neighborhood shortly after the murder, I could never shake the sadness I felt for them every time I walked by their former house, and the eerie feeling of the horror that took place only a block away while my family was probably eating dinner or safely watching some show like Soap or Maude or Carol Burnett. I'm so grateful my sister fucked politeness, put her foot on the gas pedal, and is here today to tell the story. Thank you, ladies, for keeping the memories of these victims alive and being the best car companions I could ever ask for. Because of you, I no longer mind traffic, and I make sure to keep a full gas tank with doors locked so I can stay sexy and not get murdered. Lastly, Karen, my husband Rob worked with you on Late World with Zach and says hello. Oh, I know Rob. I just saw him recently.
That's so
at
funny.
the Astro. And also thanks you for making his long commute an enjoyable experience, Shayna. Thanks, Shayna.
Oh, I don't want to read any now. That one's it. Let's just do one from now on.
I mean, that's intense too, because that puts her, like, she's at the center of that entire story we just told.
Yeah.
And her family is, and like, that is really sad. Like a neighborhood tragedy like that. And it could have been her sister.
I mean, yeah.
And that's also how, Stephen, you told us this, like, there's a bunch of emails of people saying, here's this connection that we have to the Hillside Stranglers.
Yeah.
Because they were out doing it for like a year straight.
It's so bananas.
It's so crazy.
It's so crazy that they had a redhead fetish. One of them did. What a weird little detail that you just don't think about.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep.
What assholes. I keep meaning to look at the crime scene photos, but I keep forgetting.
Oh, maybe just forget.
Maybe I will.
Maybe
you should. I'll do it late tonight. Vince's out of town.
Oh, good idea.
So until really late tonight when I'm in bed.
Open up some windows.
Open up some wide windows.
And just really roll those dice.
Crime scene photos. Study them. Okay, this one's called Serial Rapist Caught by Housewife. And I want you to tell me if you think that this is not real.
Okay.
Because we're getting some that we're like wondering. Okay, here we go. I can't believe I didn't think to send this story to you before, but it's fucking amazing. That already sounds fake, right? Dear Diary, I never thought I'd be writing this. The Dear
Penthouse Forum.
Exactly. I never thought I'd be writing this letter. We spend every Christmas with my grandparents, and my favorite part of the holiday is sitting around listening to my granny's crazy stories. My grandfather used to be a professional hockey player, and for this reason, my family moved all around the United States and Canada during my dad's childhood, so there's no shortage of crazy shit. Anyways, every year it's a new story about the time she or someone she knew nearly escaped death. So here's one of my favorites. My family was living in New York at the time, and all of the hockey players and their families were living on the same street. One of the wives was pregnant and had thrown a baby shower, which my granny and many other women attended. After everyone had left, the woman hosting the shower heard a knock at the door. She went to answer it, assuming that it was one of the ladies who had maybe forgotten something at the house. Instead, she opened the door and came face to face with a man who immediately lunged at her and put a knife to her throat. He shut the door behind them and started backing her down the hallway to the bedroom. He told her he was going to rape her, and she begged him to stop. As they were walking down the hallway, they passed the living room. On the mantel was a giant glossy headshot of her husband, something that had been given to all of the wives as a gift. The man immediately stopped in his tracks and asked her why she had that photo on her mantle. She told the man that it was a picture of her husband. To her surprise, the man immediately dropped the knife to his side and started apologizing profusely. He told her he was just the biggest fan of her husband and asked if she would please not tell him what had just happened. She stood there completely shocked as he fled the scene. She called 911 and police came to the home and notified her that there had been a string of rapes in the area. The man seemed to fit the same description. A few days later, the woman opened her mailbox and found a letter from the rapist again apologizing for trying to rape her. She gave it to the police and helped them come up with a plan. And okay. The woman's husband had a birthday coming up. And so the police asked the team to throw a, quote, fan party in his honor. Knowing that this man was most likely local and a fan of the hockey player, they printed off a large photo and encouraged fans to sign it with well wishes for the player. The police had his wife come to the party to identify the rapist. She pointed him out as soon as she walked in, but the police waited for him to sign the poster so they could match the handwriting to the letter he had left in the mailbox. Turns out it was a perfect match and they arrested him on the spot. This is such bullshit, right?
No, because this is provable. If that was a public event, you could look it up.
Okay, this is just one of the many stories my grannies told me. In addition to the time the man called her and told her he was going to murder her, and the time my grandpa and a bunch of his teammates caught and had dinner with a peeping Tom as they were waiting for the police to arrive. But that's a story for another time. SSDGM, love you all, Emma. Emma, I'm sorry I'm telling you your grandma made this up. But
No, I think, well, because it's so extreme.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's exactly like in the Hillside Stranglers when they pull over Peter Lorre's daughter and let her go.
That's true.
It's exactly the same thing.
That's true.
So that part that's why I think it's real. And then also that's a proof. If we went and looked it up, we'd be able to find it because that's like actual public police action.
You're right. And I'm so skeptical.
No, I get it. I mean, look.
Listen.
Now you tell me if this is real.
Okay. The truth is anything real? Is the real question.
It's the world we live in right now.
Yeah.
This is kind of good
Is
for
it
that.
real?
This subject is insane jury duty coincidence.
Ooh, I love coincidences.
Okay.
I love insane. Send us your insane coincidences. That's our next call to action.
Some would say there's no such thing as a coincidence.
That wouldn't be me.
Spiritual. Hi, Karen, Georgia, Stephen, and assorted creatures. I don't mind it. This story doesn't have much to it, but it was so crazy when it happened that I wanted to share. So here we go. Last summer, I was summoned for jury duty. I had already postponed once when I was in college, so of course I got a low number and was called in. When I went in, everyone was divided into groups and sent to different courtrooms. In my courtroom, the prosecutors were going to select the remainder of the jury for a murder case. We were all seated, and as the judge explained the details of the case, including the victim's name, the woman seated next to me became visibly upset. When the judge asked if anyone would be unable to serve for medical reasons or whatever, the woman next to me raised her hand. When the bailiff gave her the mic, she stood up and said, I am emotionally unable to serve in this case. The victim was my nephew. There was an audible gasp in the room, and even the judge and lawyers were clearly shocked. The judge obviously let her leave for the day. For the day. No one could believe this coincidence, both for her to come on this day and to be randomly sent into this courtroom. Thanks for listening to my short but crazy story. Hope you stop by Buffalo, New York soon. SSDGM, Katie.
Wouldn't she know that he was going to trial, though? I'm gonna fucking call out everything. Yeah,
you're
this episode.
look at her. She's looking for the truth.
This is my episode of me just fucking saying.
No, because that's all random. They just, they put you, it's all random numbers and names and stuff like that.
Okay.
And also it's jury selection. It wasn't the court case.
That's true. Okay, here we go. That's awful, by the way.
It is awful.
That's awful. This one's called Vampire Murder and Bad First Dates. Hi, everyone.
Oh.
So I grew up in New Orleans, and as you know, it's a city with a lot of weird murders. When I was in high school, there was a well-publicized murder of a tourist at a local hotel. Story was that he was out at a goth bar in the French Quarter when he was picked up by a few locals, 2 men and 2 women, who self-identified as vampires. I don't think you can do that. They all went back to his hotel room where they drank champagne in his jacuzzi bathtub.
That's so weird.
Weird.
It smells like bleach already.
Mm-hmm. Until this poor tourist got bludgeoned to death. I wonder if we stayed in this fucking hotel and I've taken a bath in there. Excuse me. Until this poor tourist got bludgeoned to death. They may or may not have then drunk some of his blood. The culprits were easily caught after being captured on the hotel lobby's video surveillance. Fast forward to a decade later, when I start trying out online dating, my very first in-person meeting is with a young man who seems really good on paper. At one point in our date, he starts talking about his most recent ex-girlfriend, who ends up being one of the women involved in the murder.
Whoa.
He was totally aware that she was involved and convicted in this weird-ass murder when the two of them met and then proceeded to have a years-long relationship. He even name-dropped that she was one of the people from the, quote, hotel vampire murder when he was describing her. And he talked about the difficulty of dating someone on parole. Bringing up his murderer ex-girlfriend on the first day was only one of the many enormous red flags present that evening. Luckily, I kept up online dating anyway and met my husband on the same site about a year later.
Oh.
SSDGM, Jessica.
Wow.
That's insane.
I mean, would your blood just totally run cold if someone was just like, yeah.
Literally, if someone's like, I drink blood, and you're like, oh, mine tastes terrible. I've been told I have terrible tasting blood.
Mine's contaminated with all kinds of parasites.
That's true.
I have pinworms, so you're probably not going to want to drink my blood.
Can you imagine dating
a vampire?
Any of it?
No, it's too extreme.
Someone
it's
from
like,
New Orleans?
I mean, goths themselves, that's a lot to take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, can we please go to the park?
Yeah.
Can we please go outside?
Yeah.
Could you please lighten up, Ziggy?
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
You know your favorite summer clothes by what actually makes it into your suitcase.
Find the outfits you'll wear all season long at Quince.
Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces you'll reach for all summer long. They're lightweight, effortless to style, and they start at just $32.
Their denim is soft and comfortable, and their organic cotton sweaters are perfect for layering when evenings get cold.
Quince's beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry adds a subtle finishing touch.
So I just went to Italy, and you bet I brought my 100% European linen scoop neck midi dress along with me in the color of floral waterfall, and I wore that thing all over Italy. It was like the perfect day to night. It just looked so pretty, and I felt like I looked sophisticated while still being comfortable.
Make your summer wardrobe feel easier.
Head to quince.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Go to QUINCE.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Every piece of furniture you own has a story.
Sometimes it's an heirloom, and sometimes it came with the house because it was too heavy to move.
If you're ready to start a new chapter with your home decor, there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time.
We've talked about Article for a long time. There are pieces in that catalog that are so affordable that are room changers. And if you go through there and there's like a little something you don't even realize you need it until you see how they have stuff set up or what style combinations that they're doing, where they do the boho chic, there's mid-century, it's a little bit modern, it's something new. Like there's so many choices in there, and it's not going to break the bank.
As someone who's interested in tons of different styles and time periods, Article covers them all in one place. I love that.
I know I've mentioned already how much I love my entryway table, but I swear to God, because the path that it's on, I pass it 4 times a day, and I love it more every time.
Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
Are you ready for this?
Do one more for me.
To bleach or not to bleach, the bonkers story of high school theater kids trying to murder each other.
Oh, no.
Hello.
I love it already.
Hi, Karen and Georgia. When I was in 8th grade, my entire mid-sized Texas town lost their minds. when an 18-year-old girl got caught trying to poison a 15-year-old girl at what would be my high school in 2 years. Both girls were in the theater program at school.
Theater.
And not trying to brag, but our high school's theater program was the kind of the shit. They always won tons of awards, which I guess isn't that impressive because this is suburbia in Central Texas and culture is scant at best. Wow. Searing. And I may or may not have cried at their production of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest when I was a junior. Anyway, the senior girl apparently did not appreciate that a sophomore beat her out for the lead in a one-act play the program was competing with because she spiked a Mountain Dew with fucking bleach and then gave it to the sweet baby 15-year-old Angel to drink. Luckily, the girl smelled something bleachy in her dew, said fuck politeness. I went to the principal who called the cops. After that, I guess the poisoner took off because there was a warrant out for her arrest for a week until she eventually turned herself in. Good riddance. On a lighter note, 4 students, in typical teenage boy fashion, made up a rap about it later and posted it to YouTube.
Oh, no.
Which, of course, everyone in high school went nuts over. Administration actually ended up banning it from the school because people wouldn't stop singing it.
Holy shit. Oh my God. High school's so dramatic.
It's so, that is the perfect high school cycle of drama.
That's
right
exactly
there.
what happens. Someone tries to poison someone.
A girl tries to poison a girl.
She's mad at her for doing something better than her.
Yeah. And then boys come in and rap.
And make a rap. But luckily we grew up in a time where you couldn't put it on the internet. Because there was
fucking God.
The shit that, oh, thank God.
Dude, I had to hear that first Beastie Boys album like every day of my life. I am one of the rare few. I am not a Beastie Boys fan. I appreciate that what they did and their talent, this and that. But I had to, et cetera. I had to listen to them every time, like on the baseball bus, like every event.
It's just
those
too much.
motherfuckers were playing that fucking Beastie Boys album. And then I'm still mad that they won Best Rap Group over the Fugees. It was a ludicrous year that year.
It was a rough time for Karen Kilgore.
Fuck, man. There's I guess that was late 80s MTV Music Awards.
I don't know.
Or early 90s?
I think so.
Yeah, Fugees is early 90s, right?
Yeah.
Steven?
Important stuff.
DJ Steven? He's just writing it down. Wait, there's more to this. I really came out strong against the Beastie Boys there.
I don't.
This might be the end of this podcast.
I mean,
I'm so sorry. I guess a student trying to murder another student with a bleach cocktail on school grounds under your watch is not a good look. I can't find it on YouTube anymore, but suffice it to say, it's exactly as obnoxious as you think a rap featuring 4 white middle-class teenage dudes would be.
Oh my God.
Love the show. Been listening since episode 3 and love you ladies. Wow. Episode 3.
Wow. What's wrong with 1 and 2?
Say sexy and always sniff your Mountain Dew. Tara or Tara, but I think it's Tara.
That's just that's such a fucking high school person to do, to put the smelliest fucking chemical of all. I'm not trying to give anyone ideas, but use some Windex or something.
Well, then that's going to turn it blue.
Yeah, but
blue
it's
and yellow. Oh, that's true. That's true. If it's a bottle.
Listen, if anyone walks up to you and is like, "Here you go, Karen. Here's a can of soda I got you that's open already."
Yes.
You fucking smash the can on their head.
You slap it out of their hand.
Yeah.
You point your finger in their face.
Yeah.
And you say, "Don't approach me again."
Georgia,
you step off.
It's just me getting you a Diet Coke.
Karen's lost her mind.
What if I'm like, Karen, that was literally a Diet Coke, but I understand where you're coming from.
You asked me for this Diet
you
Coke.
Asked me
what are you doing?
You saw me open it across the room.
Slap it out of your hand.
But I understand your vulnerabilities.
I have to say this. In my drinking days, one of my favorite jokes, quote unquote jokes.
No, you did not.
At parties, yes. Is, in the back then, it was mean comedy days. Of course, we've talked about it. If I was sassing up somebody and we were sassing back and forth to each other and they seemed to be winning in some way, I would just slap whatever's in their hand out of their hand. Whether it be a plate of food or a full drink or whatever it was, I would let them have what they thought was going to be the last word.
This is why Princess Diana
drink, slap up, ruin your shirt. Wipe all the makeup off your face with your fucking Singapore sling.
The fucking submarine sandwich upside down
Yep.
on the fucking floor.
Bag of chips all the way down on the ground, scattered in a million pieces.
I mean, there's just not a better comeback than slapping something out of someone's hand.
It's the best. I mean, you have to be ready for then the fight that's going to happen afterwards. Either they're your friend and they love it, or you've now made an enemy for life.
Sure. It depends on a lot of factors, how drunk they are.
Yeah.
If they think you're clever and funny.
Right.
If they agree with you.
If they're a shame-based person, they might.
It's embarrassing to them.
If you shame them, you could turn it into something bad. So you pick and choose.
And whose carpet is it?
I always did it on a patio.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you have to do it outside. You can't wreck a third party, an innocent host's.
Yeah.
You can't wreck anybody's carpeting.
Like, don't be a jerk.
No, don't be a dick. Be an asshole.
Yeah. And make sure it's cheap beer, probably, not a wine glass, I would assume.
Yeah, exactly. This is a joke for plastic cups, bags of chips, a funny old paper plate with a dumb hot dog on it. Just stuff like that and also a really quick reminder, do not break eye contact as you slap it out of their hand. You smile, you look at them and smile like you won and then slap it so they don't really see it coming.
Can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Can I do this to you one time? But like, I swear it's going to be
1,000%.
perfect.
1,000%.
Only if it's like the perfect moment.
But just don't shame me. It can't be at my big party.
I won't do it.
It can't be as I'm coming down the stairs for my big party.
I won't. I promise.
Yeah, you can do. I love shit like that.
Okay.
I love it when something is like a contained, fun person to person prank.
Yeah.
You have to know the person and you have to know.
I think I would laugh my fucking ass off.
It's hilarious because all you lost was a hot dog.
Yeah.
And an argument.
And your fucking, a little bit of your dignity in the best way.
It's the same. It was also when I was on speed, my favorite thing to do would be if I was talking on the phone. I talked on the phone constantly pre-internet.
Sure.
And oftentimes I would call everybody and be like, tonight we're all going to meet for dinner at Toy and then we're going to go to the show at bloody blah, whatever. I was always that phone tree person.
Love it.
And if someone started talking to me and I got bored, I would just hang the phone up. Just fucking, no, I can't entertain this. I have other calls to make.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And so you are too.
Yeah. If somebody was like, hey, so did you have fun at that part? I'd just be like, click, make the next call.
Let's just hang up this podcast, some people right now.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Stay sexy.
Don't get murdered. Bye. Elvis, you want a cookie? Good boy.
If audiobooks are your thing, or if you've been meaning to listen to more of them, you should check out a podcast called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode spotlights standout audiobooks on Audible across all kinds of genres: sci-fi, comedy, romance, thrillers, and more, with Cal talking to guests who help break down what makes each story worth listening to.
It's a fun, easy way to discover your next great audiobook.
Check out Earsay on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.